Right. All right, Shalom. We the Brothers of Great Millstone, Church in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Hakodash.
Double honors to the head, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, we believe. So yeah, we back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. And right now, you're tuning into the 260th installment of that's Foretold in the Scriptures, in the weekly gathering, if you will, amongst the brethren, where pretty much topics of importance is discussed through the Holy Spirit, especially and chiefly as it relates to things concerning biblical prophecy, which features the return of Yahweh Shai. And that's a far out concept in which one has to be endowed with the Holy Spirit to even entertain the return of the Son of the Highest, the Most High. That would be considered the prophecy of prophecies, if you will. Which that moment in time will be preceded by the third woe, which will be an effort to overthrow America, Babylon the Great. And that in itself is a far out idea to digest. That have gone over, you people out there, you can't embrace such a concept. The fact that this reality, as you know it, will be passed away. And other prophecies, you know, the plagues, the great famine that's on the horizon. We're going to have civil unrest. Oh, we can't forget about the Charagma, the instituting and mandating of the MOTB. But also, we're going to kind of touch on it in this lesson, a polarizing prophecy, if you will, and that would be Jacob's trouble. We right at the cuffs of that, man. Or remember, we had, right, these resistors that came up. It was a wave of niggas that came up, right? The momentum was towards, ain't no Jacob's trouble, I believe IUIC was leading the charge. Well, guess what? The Most High is bringing it up close and personal, man. We right here at the doorstep of that time. See, but we got a little information we want to bring out to support that. But before we go there, somebody get the book of Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, and start at the 6th verse. Because good for you niggas, man. The 2/3, not just the so-called Negro, you Latin tribes, the Northern Kingdom, as it were, you have become acclimated to this place as well. You fell in love with the whore too, man. So this is the moment in time where the Lord is set to recompense you. All right, come on.
Ezekiel 7 verse 6, it reads, and the end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come.
Do me a favor, click on that word end, see what he gives you.
Come, that word end. It says end at the end of time.
The end of time. So out of all the rebellion that's well documented amongst the 2/3 throughout the ages, well, this is the time where the Lord will finally visit you. And good, man. We were speaking on that at camp yesterday. You know, it was a moment where you were watching one of these period pieces, like 12 Years a Slave, and you felt some type of way, right? And there was a certain sympathy on display because the nigga was getting lynched and hung. And they came across as humble, yes, sir? And that contributed to that emotional, right, roller coaster ride. But then we found out via the Holy Spirit, them niggas back today, them your drill rappers. Oh, remember the broad on 12 Years a Slave? She was crying. Or even the kids he seen. It's for the throwbackers, Roots. You felt your heart melt right out of your ignorance. Matter of fact, somebody get Jeremiah real quick, what the Lord told Jeremiah. And the brothers got something to bring it out. Come on.
This is Matthew 7:21. It says, "Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven." Say, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And just laying back off the idea that, you know, you ain't sealed to be delivered if you're not a part of that elect. You know, it's more to just having even just having the name. You got to be a part of the elect. You got to be a part of that chosen. So that bring about a certain type of fear to us to walk a certain type of way and measure each step accordingly, and you know, use that moderation and you know, without being hardy and high-minded. That really humbles us down to where the Lord wants us. You know, whereas, you know, that elder was making that point. You're gonna have a situation where God, you know, people, they look the part. They look like they should be, or they sound like they should be a part of the Lord's elect, or they sound like they should be. You know, in the world, we would watch these shows and these movies and get caught up in their niceness, or they, you know, how much respect they look like they had. But in all actuality, you go according to what the Lord said. You know, it's the hell with what we think and how we portray somebody to be righteous. It's all depending on who the Lord sees and qualifies to be righteous in that day. So it's more fearful than just, man, he was a good dude. No, actually, for him to get that death, the sentence of that judgment that came upon him, he wasn't no good dude. But you gotta.
If I made too, and the Lord making it blatant now, you know, he's talking about he's separating the sheep from the goats. We seeing that plan, that process is happening now. The Lord making clear who the 2/3 are, man. You know. I got the book of Jeremiah 11 verse 14. It reads, therefore pray. Oh, don't you? Oh, it said, therefore pray not thou for this people. Neither lift up a cry.
Right, like I was mentioning, man, you got these documentaries, and it tugs at the heartstrings of you people out there, and that's due to your ignorance, because you haven't been quickened through the Holy Spirit. See, we've been raised up to being judges, man. The judge matters. You see? So we got the spirit of discernment. We can decipher those. Oh, what's that? Malachi, the 3rd chapter, I want to say. Then they shall return and discern between those who serve the Most High and those who don't. And that's plain, because the 2/3, your allegiance is to Esau, man, in some capacity. So that's why we're in the season now where you see the attention being turned to the 2/3. You niggas really thought you was gonna get away. You was gonna just escape and continue in this madness forever. No, it's an end, and we're going to get back to that in Ezekiel. Come on.
It says, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I would not hear them in the time that they cry to me for their trouble.
See that? And that's the time of Jacob's trouble. That's the time we're in. And that goes back, let's get back to Ezekiel 7.
Back in the book of Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 6, it reads, and end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come.
See, and we look up that word end, and one of the definitions that is end of time. So end of come to the folly of you so-called Negroes, first and foremost. You the face of it. In the northern kingdom, and all the tribes fall respectively in their order. But overall, in the totality of the nation of Israel, as it relates to the 2/3, all of you, man. And see, we pray that we make it. See? Because scriptures say if judgment begins at the house of the Most High, which we already been judged in some capacity. See, the elect, that's in the book of Jeremiah as well. I believe that's 11 as well. Matter of fact, get that real quick. The elect doesn't go away unscathed as well. The elect get punished too. That's documented throughout the scriptures, right? King David, for an example, the Lord visited him. So the Lord is just power. So let's say if we are part of that precious number, the Lord dealt with us, man. We got our licks and still getting our bruises. But the scriptures say, where would that judgment end with those who obey not the gospel? See, so if the Lord is judging us, how much more for you niggas, man? Who reverence not the Son, Yahweh Shai, who have not made sacrifices, laid down the pork, or cut out adultery, all the things that offend. Come on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 11, it reads, "For I am with thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, to save thee."
See, that's dealing with the elect, because we know the story. The elect will be saved. Well,
"Though I make a full end of all nations, will I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee."
Right, because that's going to be the residue, if you will, the remnant. Come on.
"But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished."
Right, so we all get punished. But again, those who obey not the gospel, what lies ahead for them? Well, we got the answer, man. Jeremiah the 15th chapter. The dogs to tear, the fowls of the air, the sword, and also it says in such as to the captivity. Well, that's why you got these concentration camps. The end, right? Matter of fact, you know what I want you to do? Go back to that Ezekiel 7 and start at the top. It's something I want to pull up like that.
The book of Ezekiel 7, verse 1, it reads, "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel."
Right, and Israel is a people before it's a place. Go ahead.
The end is come upon the four corners of the land.
The four corners of the land. Now, real quick, let's click on that. I don't know if that's a phrase, the four corners. Yeah, then we'll go to lands.
The word corner,
Yep.
wing, extremity, edge, border.
Right, the edge of the land, what's the extremity of the land? America, Babylon the Great. See? So that places you rebels on the scene of the crime. Go ahead.
In the Strong's, it says edge or extremity of a so I can jump. It says a flap of the earth, a quarter. It says of a building, a pinnacle, corner, end. That's pretty much it. The uttermost part.
Yeah, the uttermost part, America. Now, you can attach South America to that as well. That's why you got prisons in El Salvador. A lot of you niggas gonna get sent over there. Or like you had this YouTube influencer. She got arrested. She going to El Salvador, or right, one of them South American. And you're gonna be tortured in there for the most part. You're not gonna eat right. But see, that goes back to Yahweh Shai and that threat that's sent here in Ezekiel 7 chapter. Let's look at that word land as well. Scripture say the four corners of the land. So this concerning time and place. Come on.
That word land, it says land, earth, whole earth, inhabitants, earth inhabitants.
Yep.
It says country, territory, district.
America, and you got the District of Columbia, which that's looking to be the centerpiece, right? The springboard from which you're going to see Jacob's trouble. Right, yeah, because everything really starts with laws. That's why the scriptures refer to Esau as that tongue that walketh the earth. See? That's all we need right there. We got something out here?
Come.
Come on.
Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 21 in the NLT. It says, again, a message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, you have heard the proverb they quote in Israel, time passes and prophecies come to nothing. If I may, it's going to land back on the point you made regarding Jacob's trouble. You know how these certain camps say there's no Jacob's trouble or Jacob's trouble is gay. You know, what they saying basically time passes and these prophecies are coming to nothing. It says, tell the people, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I will put an end to this proverb, and you will soon stop quoting it. Now give them this new proverb to replace the old one. The time has come for every prophecy to be fulfilled. We're seeing these things being made manifest every day. You know, namely Jacob's trouble. You know, that wasn't some light. You know, that's a big deal. This guy enacted these certain laws. As you mentioned, it all starts with their legislation. You know, acting these certain laws to push for persecution, not only on you Latinos, but also on you so-called Negroes too, man. You know?
You got a strife of tongues, as the scriptures refer to it as. You hear that saying, fighting words? And you seen the Trump when he addressed the nation pretty much. He was throwing around fighting words. He was saying, yeah, you guys in your ATVs, you know, you monsters. Them was fighting words, man. But a nigga is oblivious, right? Because the Lord have handed you over to that cruel leader. Now we know Esau is a cunning hunter. And one thing with a hunter is it snares and traps. It's set up with the element of surprise. That's in any case. When somebody set a trap for you, you snare, you surprise. They don't warn you. See? So the Lord took away you niggas' elements. You niggas can't even, he dumb you down. This nigga speaking over your head, he's saying, yeah, we're going to get you, and you don't even know it. See? But we have been given the ability to pick up on those signals to warn you niggas, but it's going to be to no avail because what prophecy had to be fulfilled. You niggas must be, they lost, right? What's the definition of loss? The one who must be put to death. And it makes sense. Like the little nigga who got caught up in an act of adultery. Right? He must, if somebody would have came to me with that case, I'd say he must be put to death. What you mean? Thus said the Lord, man. Come on.
It's Proverbs chapter 1, in verse 23, it says, turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. It says, but ye have set at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Yeah, you bring it up.
So right now, as you can see, right now, the people of the Lord, which Israel as a whole is the people of the Lord. Even 2/3, they're people of the Lord. But like we was going into earlier, they have been predestinated to be destroyed, right? They lack the faculties to deliver them in these times, which is what the eyes to see and the ears to hear, man. Right? So the Most High have stopped their ears up. That's why it says, but ye have set at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. This is the counsel of the Lord, believe it or not, whether you hear or forbear. Right? This is the counsel of the Lord. Right? This is the reproof of the Lord coming through his men. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. And how the Most High is going to laugh at your calamity? We're going to laugh at your calamity. All right? And your calamity is at the breaks, man. At the beginning. And what's the calamity? It's Jacob's trouble, man. Seeing niggas getting shot down in the street. You know, seeing verbal troopers busting niggas in the mouth. Why? Why is that going to take place, man? Because you refuse the Lord, man. When the Lord stretched out his hand, we all know the ultimate hand of the Lord is the Most High, but we're extensions of that hand. All right? It says, I will also laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh, man. And once again, how is the Most High going to do that? We're going to be busting wine open. You know, seeing niggas getting their head busted. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be laughing at it. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your desolation come as a whirlwind when distress and anguish come upon you. And we all know that's going to happen, due to the famine, due to the power out, and all the teeth of the wild beasts, coming out of their place because the power being out, but also the whipping stick of the Most High, man, the cruel Lord, which is Trump, man. And we seeing this ramp up. It says,
if I may, a whirlwind, tornado, it's about the debris. Everything be coming at you at once. That's the whole science behind a tornado. It's the debris that comes with it. Everything that coming at once, and you ran it down.
Right.
Power outages, whatnot. But then that flood, the floods. Hey, because they got this prank out, right? It's this FBI prank. Y'all saw that with this nigga had a TV where you can hear like the door, FBI, and them niggas be losing it. The nigga flip, right, roll under the bed. Yeah, because it's woven in you, right?
Right.
To fear Esau. Real talk. You niggas act as if you hard. And you know one thing we found about you niggas? You bluff. You sell wolf tickets.
Right.
And what you do is you promote that you hard. You have to have a record label. You have to go through. You spend all that money to prove to a nigga you hard.
Hey, it's just like a dog.
Yeah. Nigga strapped in. Yeah.
It's like a dog. He sit there and do all that barking, all that whiffing at you. But when that gate swing open, he don't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
That's you niggas.
And he don't have to do that.
No, he don't.
He got on doctors. And put your ass down. Because the Lord said he the sword.
Right.
Fuck what you niggas said.
Right.
You trying to convince us.
Right.
We going by what the scriptures say.
Right.
So we gonna see what happened to you niggas when them troops roll in. A lot of them niggas, they was bullied in school. Them niggas, now them niggas towering. Big niggas can't wait to get you niggas. Come on.
It says, then shall they call upon me, and that's what's gonna happen, man. When all hell break loose, you're gonna want to try to remember the names. You're gonna try to do what was already instructed you to do at the time of mercy. It says, for they.
And if I may too, right? When you desire to be delivered, that's calling on the Lord.
Right.
A nigga might not say your house.
Right. That's true. Say.
But a nigga said, no. That's you calling on the Lord, nigga. Because deep down, you need to be saved. And we know who the one who was allotted to saving you. It was Yahweh. Just like that guy died in that car.
I was thinking about him the whole
Remember
time.
that nigga died in that car? He was calling on Yahweh whether you knew it or not.
Right.
Because that was the only someone who could have saved him.
Right.
But the Lord didn't hear him.
Right.
See?
Oh, going back to what the elder brought out earlier. You may say, Lord, Lord. You remember the one that was calling on Yahweh Shai?
Oh yeah, that guy, yeah.
He said the cop got spiritual powers and bust the window and drug his fucking ass about that car. But the point is, hey,
the table became a snap.
There you go.
Because he probably already was black militant, pro-black nigga, and he heard the truth.
Exactly.
And he was jacked up.
Exactly.
First cop I see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like that boy from Supply. Seen that one?
Oh no, ain't shit.
Took his ass to jail. You seen that?
I ain't
He want to throw the laws at him wearing fringes. He want to throw the laws at the man, tell the man, you an Edomite, you going, y'all going down, this and that.
He ain't get tased.
Yeah, I'm sure right.
Yeah, I stepped back, yeah. I let that nigga have it.
They finished it up. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. It says, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And that's what's going to take place, man. All right, when your stomach turn, you got nothing to eat, you're going to be wishing that, that you knew where your refuge was, but it's going to be too late, man. It says, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof, and that's what you're doing now. This is why you're going to reap what you're going to reap, because you're despising the counsel right now. Once again, Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near, and this is that time. But the Most High is a power that's so terrible, he's blocking you from it, man.
Right.
You fanning your hand. Got one more. It says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Right? What's their way? Just wickedness, man. So you're gonna eat the fruit of your way right now. The things that you're doing right now, you're gonna, like the scripture say, you reap what you sow. Right? It says, and be filled with their own devices. That was it. Which is wickedness, man. That was it.
Come on, I got something. This is the book of Jeremiah 14, and I start at verse 14. It reads, then the Lord said unto me, the prophets that prophesy lies in my name, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. And if I may, and that will contribute to the mindset of the nigga, you know, from not coming into the truth, man. You know, a nigga, they feel, you know, they got a certain doctrine, and it's certain niggas that's gonna fall into that category. They're going to, like, you got militant guys, and the Lord will have a nigga that know he's an Israelite, but he don't want him. He got a militant group, the IGBK. That was like a detour sign, you know. So you have these false prophets, you know, that can feed the lust of niggas, man. It says, continue on, therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in the land. And that's pretty much, they ain't gotta say it. A nigga could say America gonna be destroyed, but overall, that presentation and that spirit that they give off, they don't say, they're not saying America gonna be destroyed. They're actually saying there's gonna be another 1,000 years in America.
But that's how Kabul was.
Right? Oh yeah. Right.
Although Kabul had a detailed message. Kabul said, Kabul said, I got the answer. Every white man, woman, and child shall be killed. Right? But he never said America should be destroyed.
Right.
He was saying they should be out the way, and pretty much you'll continue to go to banks. It's just a nigga running now.
Exactly.
See? It's just a nigga who run the St. Louis Rams, the owner. Wow. See, so even though the message made sense, but right, he was saying that really sword and because in the completeness of the testimony of Yahweh Shai, you gotta touch on the destruction of America.
Right.
We got Planet of the Apes is a movie that demonstrates that Jake just kind of want to take over America. That was Esau's way of saying, like, they gonna take us over, you know. But no, it's the destruction that gotta happen first.
Right.
And that really gives us that handoff approach now, you know. Whereas, you know, we see a movie or certain images, and you know, we want to jump up in there. You know, every once in a while you get an urge to take a crack at Edomite maybe, but it's that settle. You get settled down with the word. The word pacify you to remember that. Oh yeah, we gotta wait.
Scripture said, "Vengeance is mine." The Lord said, "Vengeance is his." You gotta wait on the Lord. What's the cat always bring up? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
He led the little revolt on the Edomites.
That turn.
That turn. Right, he had the right idea, like the elder said, like Kabul. He had the right idea. He put forth the right action, but it was just at the wrong time. You know, prophecy had to be fulfilled.
Right, yeah, and he still didn't have it because he had to still say America gonna be destroyed. Because you take away from the glory of Yahweh Shai now. Forget about Yahweh Shai got to come. Right. Yahweh Shai got to come and deliver. Yeah, come on, we got something. Matter of fact, we're gonna get everything back in, and we're gonna get back here. So let's start at the far end. Whoever got some, Samat. Come on, let's speak up. Bubba Shai.
This is Matthew chapter 3 and verse 8. I start verse 7 and 8 in the NLT. It says, but when he saw many Pharisees and Sadducees coming to watch him baptize, he denounced them. Brood of snakes, he exclaimed, who warned you to flee the Most High's coming wrath? Verse 8.
So John would have despised niggas. He wouldn't have got with niggas. He would despise the gatherings of niggas, you know, what they protest and that. Because one thing about you niggas too, you act as if you so entitled too, man. Like, who the fuck are you, right? You know? But you just had the guy get shot by a Homewood cop.
Oh yeah.
And you saw niggas out, man, with picket signs. And niggas had on outfits. You knew that was gonna lead to. Like, it was. I'm not meant for it to be funny, man. But I know, but straight up though, right? Niggas had on outfits. You could see it wasn't no substance. Like, you knew that was gonna lead right to the club.
Right. Celebrate.
That's why you can't take niggas serious, you know. Cause okay, when we give you the rest, first of all, what you want, nigga? Like that's a question, man. Nigga, or stump a nigga. What you want? Then it'll show you a glimpse into what their real desires is. They'll forget about the casualty. The nigga start saying, "Give me some bread." You know what I mean? A Newport truck.
Right.
And a nigga flip it and turn it to him. A food truck. See? Come on.
Verse 8, Matthew 3 and 8 in the NLT. Prove by the way you live that you have repented of your sins.
That's it.
Turn to the Most High.
Right. That's that Galatians 6. As many as walk according to this rule. See? You got to put down the pork. You can't just say that's right, man. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there like that. Motherfuckers say that's right. And then they'll commence to what? And continue into that bullshit, man. Go ahead. And we could see it. Remember the guy came up to the camp yesterday. We rejected him before we knew that he wasn't right. I'm gonna be honest, speaking on behalf of myself, I'm pretty sure brothers in agreement. I didn't want him to be right. Yeah. In a way, you know? When he came up, I didn't want that nigga to get it. Because when you think about it, you gotta be, man, look, you have to be in a certain spirit, man. You know, you have to be willing to walk away from things, embrace things. It's like you've been about face. It's like an about face. Where you going this way and then someone yank you.
Convert.
Right, you convert that what's that Wisdom of Solomon is? It speaks about the that's it. The fetters. Yeah. And the chain, place your neck in her chain. Yeah. So the Lord having the mastery over his elect, when you get to a point where you're about to cross that threshold, you pull back. It's an about face. We was headed into danger, and we just about faced. That's why people can't believe it. Like, damn, what you doing? You know? Come on,
Verse 9 NLT. Don't just say to each other, "We're safe," when we are descendants of Abraham.
Yeah, that's what niggas think. I'm an Israelite, so I'm good. Go ahead.
That means nothing. For I tell you, the Most High can create children of Abraham from these very stones.
Yeah. Yep. Come on.
I got some real quick. Just going back into the Lord getting these niggas. This is the book of Psalms 25, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands towards iniquity." You know, if I may, it's talking about niggas who are the world, because again, it's guys that got t-shirt and fringes on, but their mindset is still the mindset of Babylon. And that's why the rod of the wicked will touch you. You know, that's why you see a lot of these guys who claim to be Israelites, for the lack of better words, you out there with sticks and camps. And you got your weapon out there in the midst of camp. That's a sign for Esau to come touch you, man. Because ultimately, Yahweh he told Peter to put up his sword. Because that was like a worldly element, man. Instead of you pushing forth the true message of Yahweh a lot of these camps push forth the message of the world, which ultimately will lead to your destruction, man.
Right.
You know? That was it on
If I may, hey, every situation you're gonna find yourself in these last days, Yahweh Bashing Yahweh got to take you out. He gotta bring you out. It ain't gonna be your own, you know. He gonna bring you out. That's not to say that, prepare ahead and do that, but the Lord really gonna order your steps. He gonna order the elect steps. The elect is already, once they sealed, they got to make it on the ships.
What?
there.
Come on.
That is Jeremiah 11 and verse 11. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shah, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they should cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Hey, talks about the Lord. There's nothing that can deliver out, none that can deliver out of his hand.
Mm.
So the Lord have appointed 2/3 of our people to wrath, man. And it said, and when they cry, he's not going to hear them, because right now the Lord crying out, man, by the way of his prophet. So once that's over with, if the Lord shut the door of the ark, then that's it, man. Then them plagues, that's it. Then them plagues ain't gonna be no
Mercy.
no mercy, man. Because the doors of mercy is open now by the way of the Lord crying out. With the
Get
prophets.
that real quick. Since I cried over the shot.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 7, and I start at verse 11. It reads, "But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears that they should not hear."
That's you niggas. And you'll be surprised. These niggas know about us. Jake know about us, man. But they're not willing to concede. Or just like the guy who came up to the camp, he sized us up. He was like, "Nah, I can't
Man.
be an underling to them." See? Go ahead.
Yeah, they made their heart as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets.
See?
Therefore, a great wrath came from the Lord of hosts.
Oh, that word great. We went into that word great the other night. That also concerns time. Matter of fact, click on that word great, see what it gives you right there. Because something can be great and enforced. Somebody can give you a love tap and they can hit your ass with a haymaker. But that's great at that point. You see? So that great wrath is concerning a time of wrath at its highest. Come on.
Because the word great, it says large in magnitude and extent.
See?
And number.
See, now you can get hit with a bullet.
Yeah.
Them bullets hot, man. A nigga be smoking. A nigga t-shirt be smoking when them bullets hit him. It burn through their flesh, it crack bones. See? So you was getting judged back then, but now we're in a time of great judgment. See? Well, the judgment, the extent of it. Go ahead.
Because it says great in number, in intensity,
See?
loud in sound, older in age.
See? Because it's a maturation. When someone great, right, you can apply it to age as well. So that great wrath, again, is the wrath for the Lord in the modern times. Where a fucking mosquito can bite you. Or even now, they got the parasites that eat your brain. Oh, and that's why we went into that as well. Go real quick to Psalms 119. I want to say it's Psalms 119 and 136 or something like that. See, we're in a time of great wrath, so obviously saying that the Lord is a perfect power, this is the time of his great mercy. See, that's great mercy for you to escape some of the pitfalls out here. You could take a shower right now, that water could get in your fucking ear, man. You ain't think about that, did you? That same water that they said a little boy drunk some of it, tap water, and it slowly ate his brain. You can take shower or something, the water can splash up and did you find that? Yeah, come on.
Psalms 119 and 156. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgments.
See? So this is the time of great judgment. So the Lord quickened us at the right time, and he extended what? Great mercy to combat the great judgment, man. It was great mercy when the Lord gave us his word. And it names and faith. See? All right, so come on, let's go back.
Back Zechariah 7, verse 13, it reads, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts.
The Lord cried in the form of these videos going out. See? So you didn't hear that cry, so the Lord ain't gonna hear your cry. And them niggas up in there crying, in them camps, because you went from a normal life. There was like a euphoria for you Latin tribes, man. Taco Bell, that was like, you know what I'm saying, a high level, right? Of, it was like a new perspective. Mexican pizza, you know what I'm saying? And you niggas, you was here in America, man. All the soccer you want, you know?
Right.
And just being straight up, the Lord saved you, man. Now you went from that to a cold cell. See that? And then in that cell, you crying. It's out the bitterness. That's sincere, man. You sincerely praying that, but then the Lord ain't hearing you. And you niggas, man, and we say niggas, right, as it relates to the southern tribe, in particular Judah, you niggas, the Lord got something for you. And it's going to be Esau. Matter of fact, you know what? After we read this, brother, will you still read that? Yeah, let's get that, then we're going to go to what we got before. Yeah, come on.
This is Jeremiah 11, in verse 12. It says, then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods, unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
Yeah, you know, you can set the land tribe, right? A picture of a, right? It's a correct right there, because, or especially, Ephraim. It's a memorial shrine to Cesare Borgia. You go up in their house or Jesus. See? Yep. Serapis. They look and they're gonna be crying, you know. They're gonna be crying to him. But he's not gonna say. That's that other Jesus that the scripture speaks about.
All the white meat.
Yeah. I was looking at a nigga, a Christian man, he was too deep. Right? He was asking them precepts and shit. She said, he brung up the other Jesus. Right? And that was his go-to card. Like, this was like, she featured another Jesus, you know? But he in the box, he should have took a step back and looked at it in its totality. This the other Jesus, right?
Caesar was the original.
Because Howard Shai is the real deal, you know? The other one came after that. But that's, you're going to have to go to the gods. Is that Judges? Did y'all read that one? You got that? That's the spirit. Come on.
This is Judges chapter 10, starting at verse 13, NLT. Yet ye have abandoned me and served other gods.
The other Jesus.
And with that abandoned, that's like a cold. You ain't leaving on good terms.
Right.
You really burning the bridge.
Right.
You know,
You have cold turkey.
right?
Somebody waiting on you to pick them up from work. Or even like you in a brawl or something.
Right.
And somebody just bail out on you. They leaving you to death.
Shows hatred. You got a hatred for the thing and disdain.
Right. You despise it.
That's it. That's the word.
Yeah, come on.
so I will not rescue you anymore. Go and cry to the gods you have chosen. Let them rescue you in the hour of your distress.
That's it. Come on, that's Jacob Trouble right there. That's it. It dramatized in the NLT. Yep. So, we got anything else out? Come on,
Book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake.
And when you go back to Proverbs, the first chapter, it speaks about those that shall dwell safely from the fear of evil. Why? Because they hearken unto the words of the Most High. When you read Ezekiel 33, when it speaks about when the sword cometh, your blood shall be upon your own head. That's 2/3 of our people, man. Right? We the watchmen. We blowing the trumpet. We standing upon our watch, blowing the trumpet and telling you what's going to take place. Right? But you keep fanning the hand. So guess what? When everything hit the fan, your blood should be upon your own head. You got it, bro.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
The Most High.
Go.
Yep. The Most High is a jealous power, man. Right? He wants you to worship him. And you know, through Yahushua, right? So when you set these other gods, like you said, the Latin tribes, you know, they got their shrines and shit set up. You know, our people want to worship everything but Yahweh Yahushua. So we're gonna see in those times, are those other powers that you showing reverence to gonna save you? The same power that you gotta dust off, and you gotta pick him up and put him somewhere, right? But it's gonna be for us. Lord willing, we're part of that number. The Most High, through Yahushua, gonna protect us and pick us up and put us over here. You know? You got it, bro.
That's it. I kind of know. You got something?
Real quick.
I kind of need that.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And if I may, it says, remember thy creator in the days of thy youth. That's one thing that you don't have no control over, man. Because we all knew Yahweh, we all had the names of Yahweh, Shemah, back in the ancient world, but you have to be blessed to have it now in this time, man. And ultimately, now in this time, like the elders was just mentioned, people, they just remember Cesare Borgia. You know, they don't really remember the true person who brought us out of Egypt, man. You know, so, okay. And so, like you say, it says now is really the time to get right with your power before all the evil and destruction that come on. Because once that evil and destruction come upon the planet Earth, Jesus ain't gonna save you. It's gonna be Yahweh Shemah that's gonna deliver you from these different terrible situations that we be in. You know.
If I may show you the scriptures concerning now, it said in the days of our youth, as you mentioned, how we knew who we were back then, had the temple, knew the names, how about Shemah. This is a time where we had to be born again, man.
Yep.
And that show you as well that this is a sense of urgency. That's why I said, why the evil days come now, the years draw nigh. When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in these days, because shit, it's hard to it's a task to try to unwind, man. There's too much shit going on anyway, man. You know, how much more for these people that's invested in this place, they catching it. You know, but just show you the time that we in a tense moment in history, man. You know, the return of Yahushua, man.
Man, it's like into the wilderness. You couldn't do no resting in the wilderness either. You know, and that was right before we got our land. So I mean, right after the wilderness came like restoration, if you will, like, you know, with peace in some form. We got our blessings came right after the wilderness. So the state we in right now is just what you want to call it, like a interim or like a interlude, or like, you know, right before we really get what we all wanted the whole time, that rest, really.
That's how you mentioned it, because niggas had to die before we entered to the land. The Lord made sure that He said, since you niggas on, you gonna have your children gonna enter into the. So them niggas had to die first. You know.
Come on.
Con, this is from newsbreak.com. It says leaked Pentagon plan reveals 600 troops ready for a domestic civil disturbance.
Right, that's Jacob and Esau. Because we know that they not gearing that towards so-called Africans, like Hamites or Moabites, them Arabs. You don't see them Arabs worried about being, deported. Come on.
Con, the proposal would put 600 troops on standby at all times. They could be sent out in little as 1 hour. The troops would be split into 2 groups.
Right, it's talks of World War III, and they worried about this. Not worried about you niggas, man.
Right.
See? Go ahead.
Con, the troops will be split into 2 groups of 300 each. One group would be based in Alabama, and the other in Arizona.
So one group gonna be based in Alabama, and the other in Arizona. Go ahead.
The Alabama group would cover areas east of the Mississippi River.
Right, east of the Mississippi River, and that's the Nile. They let you know that this is that spiritual Egypt over there. And what happened in spiritual Egypt right before the Salakia, in ancient Egypt, right before our deliverance? Can you get that in? I want to say that Exodus. Is it 14? Where it speaks about how they
Oh yeah. That's
Exodus 14.
God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 14. I started verse 6. It reads, and he made ready his chariot and took his people with him, and he took his 600, and he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt and captains
So
over
right
them.
here you got 6,000. You got 6,000 troops that they're in the party. That's too close. That's too close to comfort right now. That prove that everything can be filtered through the Holy Scriptures, the Word. Right?
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Right, and that's Trump now. When you personify it, especially as it relates to time and sake, because that nigga heart is hardened. We know that from term to term. Remember, he was easy going the first term, and he's like a new guy now. So when something hardened, it's over time, you know? Go ahead.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with a high hand.
See that? So before Israel was delivered, it was a scene where Pharaoh pursued. Now click on the word pursue, Baba Kasai. Because Yahweh Shai pretty much spoke about, the persecution, of the churches and just, persecution, period. Go ahead.
And that word pursue, it says to be behind,
Mm-hmm.
follow after, to persecute.
See, persecute. So that word persecute is synonymous with pursuing, the same pursuit that happened in ancient Egypt. See, and it's usually the authority that pursue you. Go ahead.
It says run after.
Yeah, he coming after Israel. But we know that's the Most High executing his vengeance through the left hand. See? Go ahead.
It says to put to flight, chase.
Right, and you niggas was, that influencer. They got her out of a car, so I'm assuming that it was they got behind her. in the video, was that you sent the video on your job?
Oh yeah,
Where them niggas jumped in that Silverado, yeah. They was getting the hell out of there. And it was coolers. That's how you knew it. It was coolers on all fronts. Yeah, come on.
God,
But that was flight, see?
Right.
Go ahead.
to chase dog attend closely upon.
Right, they watching you closely too, man. They watching all of us because Trump made a proposal of freezing accounts of certain motherfuckers, man. Like these outspoken resistors of the flag, pretty much. So we could be damn right, we right in the midst. They could shut off. We don't see if you really, you know. Yeah, cause that, you know, Jake, man, you get ahead of yourself. You think that you already kind of, you know what I mean? If you got a bad diet, you don't see what happened when your account shut down. Go ahead.
It says to harass. Follow that.
Ooh, harass, man. They harassing. That's is not that the king of Egypt? Is that when the scriptures say the king of Egypt took 6,000 chariots? Read that article one more time.
Come.
We're gonna know what we're gonna read that where you left off with Alabama, because I kind of cut you off when you got to the Arizona.
Come. It says the Alabama group would cover areas east of the Mississippi River, while the Arizona group would handle the west.
Right, and we know, I want to just throw that out there again, spiritually, in ancient Egypt, you had the Nile that ran through Egypt, and there was heavy parallels there. On the Nile, you had the city of Memphis in Egypt. Now in America, you got the city of Memphis on the Mississippi, and it actually got a damn pyramid out there. But 30% of the land of the Nile was east of it, and 70% of the land was west of the Nile. Well, in America, 30% of the land is east of the Mississippi, and 70% of the land is west. So this is Egypt, this is spiritual Egypt. Go ahead.
It says Pentagon documents show that officials are planning what they call a domestic civilian disturbance quick reaction force. The documents explain that this force would be made up of hundreds of National Guard troops. They will be trained to quickly move into cities facing civil unrest.
Yeah. So that's all we need. But again, it was 6,000, right?
Right.
Yep. Come on. Who's the one definition?
That's pretty much the point on this one.
Okay.
Oh, one of them in the Strongs to hunt.
To hunt. Oh well, there you have it. There's your cunning hunter. That's the characteristics of Esau. And the prize is you Jake. Because again, he don't desire, he don't look at ham as a big, what they call it, big game.
Right, yeah.
He don't look at ham as big game hunting. He want to hang a memorial of you niggas up there. See? That you the prize. Oh, Minister Society. The hunt is on and you the prey. Okay, so we got anything else out here as far as articles? Or anything like that? If we do? Okay, you know what? We'll start here and we'll just work our way all the way back around.
This news break. It says National Guard says members patrolling DC may be armed. It says DC National Guard members patrolling Washington as part of the Trump administration's plan to ramp up policing may soon be carrying weapons, a guard spokesperson said Sunday.
If I may, that's the beginning of martial law. Trump basically just making these people mind getting used to what's going to be the norm now. You know, guys with weapons in front of grocery stores, make sure nobody steals, and even throughout your everyday streets, man. A police statement, you know.
Okay. You got anything else? Just rapid fire.
Something real quick. It's video says more states to deploy National Guard to DC. And 68 DC suspects arrested in single night as White House touts Trump's push to clean up capital city.
Oh, DC was known as what? Chocolate City? It's like an old school thing, yeah. I believe if you look at, real talk, you look it up like the top 10 most black cities.
Yeah.
You got Jackson, Mississippi, and
Baltimore.
Baltimore, DC up there.
Mhm.
But DC was actually, no, matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, just type it up. Just put,
top 5.
yeah, top.
As far as Rich's
No.
Jake.
Now, there's population of Jake.
Yeah.
but like Rich and Jake neighborhoods too.
Okay, could be, yeah.
They got one called
It said,
DMV.
it said
Yeah.
Jackson.
Right.
What is that?
Jackson on that.
I tell you, Jackson, you know Jackson ain't no
Oh, he said
300 white people now. Well,
the cities with the largest black populations: New York City,
Yep.
Chicago, Detroit, Jackson, Mississippi. It says East
oh yeah,
Orange,
you know
New Jersey,
Birmingham, pal.
Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah.
They got Birmingham up here.
They got Birmingham on there?
Georgia,
Oh yeah.
Memphis.
They got Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's big.
Always been. Let me see something.
Okay, Baltimore.
But this part of DMV though. It's like a whole year.
This is like this 8 hour review. Chocolate DC, it's like Washington DC is widely known as chocolate. Washington DC is widely known as Chocolate City due to his historical majority black population and the influence of black culture. The nickname gained popularity after the release of the Parliament's 1975. Like I said, it was an old school thing. See? But that's pretty much the stigma that's associated with it. That's spiritual.
Right.
That's what Howard is at.
Yeah, I think Howard University. But ultimately, you know, the District of Columbia, the DMV, like you mentioned, I think, is that Delaware?
Maryland,
Maryland, and
Virginia.
Virginia. Right? It's like a district. But that's damn near like the heartbeat of America as touching legislations and laws. See? But you know, everything is set up by the Spirit. It wouldn't be, if it wouldn't, then DC wouldn't be first.
Right.
Mhm.
True.
Right? We just going by, you know, the results. So we see where that's where the springboard, if you will, you know, and it's going to propel throughout all these cities. And they're already stationed. And now you look up and you see, but did y'all see the video where the nigga, it was in DC, I believe the nigga was walking around with the phone. And this madness, and, you know, he was pretty much bugging out because of all the heavy police presence, and it was militarized. See, so just look forward to that. Guess what? That's Jacob's trouble, man. That was it you had?
Yeah.
Okay, you got anything else? Anything out here? If not, yo, come on.
Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Right, and then you know the lingo. Those of you who understand the song, that he who will be saved out of it is the elect. That's what we fight for.
Yeah.
You know, if you're inquiring why we here, why we keep the Lord put the Spirit on us, you know, to do this so that we might be clothed, we might be cloaked, man, covered. Because they're going to get ill. And really, when you think about it, for those who facing them, who got their little moment, it's up close and personal, it's real for them right now. But you going to know, the Apostle Hall went into that a while back, you going to know when we're in Jacob's trouble. You going to know it. Right now, we just at the door. You know, we can, you know, when you close in on the city, you can say, yeah, I can see,
Silhouette.
the skyline. I can see it. We here now. So that's the same with Jacob's trouble, man. And again, we're going to say it good. Because, you know, firsthand we see the rebellion of you niggas, man. And that's the spirit. Yesterday at camp, it was kind of a heavy spirit of niggas and their resistance. Yes. See that? And that was the Lord. Hey, that was the Lord letting us experiencing it, right? You see? And you brought it out earlier, that Jeremiah. Pray not for this people. Right. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, you believers. To the next time, shalom.
Shalom.